that he's not joining me this evening, but he's fine. He just ate, so he's in his crate, relaxing, doing the digestion process. Though dogs with big barrel chests can bloat, and that's dangerous, so he has to rest for an hour or two after eating. So that's why he's not joining me for this. But I am here to do, hey, it's Tag Tuesday! So, I'm here to do a tag. I am not doing the part 2 of the Harry Potter tag that I started. I can't remember who all I tagged for that, nor do I know if any of the people I tagged did theirs. So if you did, let me know so I can watch it. But I think I will continue that next Tuesday because I was tagged by FunkoMomma to do the, and I can't read, my picture's screwed up and the flash is blinding me. So, I think it's Fun 5 for 5. I think that's it, tag. Like I said, I was tagged by FunkoMomma. I'll put the link to her channel in the description box below. And this tag obviously has 5 questions. So the first one, what was your favorite childhood toy? Probably my Star Wars collection. I still have some of those items left, but a good chunk of my figures was stolen about 20 years ago or so by this obnoxious little brat that I used to babysit. He kept getting in trouble at school for stealing, so that's how we know who did it. And my mother confronted his mother at the pizza parlor one night, and they got into it, and the old witch said she wasn't going to give them back because her son loved them too much. My mom wanted to sue her and beat the crap out of her, and I'm like, it wasn't worth it. But knowing how much I love them now and wish I still had them, I wish I'd let my mom go to town on that witch's face. So, but definitely some of my Star Wars stuff. I had the Millennium Falcon, which I sold to a little boy a few years ago. He saw it on my box of stuff that I was going through when I was having a yard sale, and it wasn't actually in the yard sale stuff. And I told him it wasn't for sale, and he started crying. I felt so bad, so I sold it to him. And it was missing a couple pieces. I didn't really mind too much, you know, whatever. I saw the Ewok Village. I did have the Darth Vader case that you put your figures in. I sold it to my former friend Ross because, which I wish I'd kept it, which is an ungrateful piece of crap too. However, I digress. There was like a big hole in the front at the corner where some squirrels in the attic led an all-out assault on my poor case, and some of my other figures, including a whole line of Universal Monsters. They're like the reaction figures, but these were the original ones from the early 80s. The squirrels completely demolished the Universal Monsters and took another big chunk of my figures with them, but I still have some left. I also still have the Jabba the Hutt playset with Jabba and the thing he sits on. My former friend Ross also, he was supposed to take some of my Star Wars stuff and some of my other stuff and try to sell them for me. And when I asked for them back, he refused to give me back the Salacious Crumb that went with it, which he didn't really refuse. He claims he didn't know where it was, but I knew he wanted that piece, so, you know, what can you do? Can't prove it, but I can get another one on eBay for like $10, so whatever. I should go beat that $10 out of him, but again, what can you do? People are crappy. But my Star Wars figures and other Star Wars toys was a huge part of my childhood. My mom tried to get me to play with Barbies and stuff, and the only ones I liked were like the Native American Barbie, being native. Other than that, the only time I really liked Barbie is when I was like shaving her head and making it different colors. like in a punk rock bar-y. But I guess most of my toys from childhood would be considered the boy toys, and I hate that whole gender-specific nonsense with toys. But again, my Star Wars toys were the best thing in my childhood, and I had stuff that you could not even imagine existed. Like I had an authentic, like full-size Yoda puppet that's, I mean, look exactly like the one in the films. Oh, my nose are making me itch. I had a remote control R2-D2 robot, and I mean, just all sorts of stuff. I wish I still had all those things. And probably one other thing that I loved from my childhood was my Atari 2600. We had all the games and everything, so those are probably my favorite. But one set of toys actually ties in with that first question, as well as the second one, which is, what are your favorite grown-up toys? Well, this, my nose itches so bad. Sorry, the allergies are pulling me into my nose and it gets all irritated. I got this set of dolls, for lack of a better word, because they're not action figures. But in 1993, I was 20, and just coming out of my first childhood, I guess in my second. But it was 1993, and Nightmare Before Christmas was released, and me and my longtime bestie, Christy, saw it at the cinema, like, I think 17 times, and that's when it was, like, at the expensive cinema. We were always going and being drunk and stoned and just having ourselves a good old time watching that. And I absolutely fell in love with it. So that at that year's Yule time, my mother got me a collection of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. And there was a set of dolls, which some have disappeared. And I did have a Zero that went with my Jack doll, but I was in a bad place when my mother died, and so I wasn't living at home at the time because of probate court and all that. I wasn't allowed to be in my own home, and that was like a couple years. But I had my Nightmare Before Christmas dolls, and this crazy lady, her name was Carol. She like had multiple personalities, and she had like tea parties with her plushies every day and talked to them. And well, she stole my Zero, and then I replaced it with another one, and then I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, this is the Jack. He's long and skinny, and I love his hands. And if you touch this button here, he talks. I sat here for like an hour before I started this video to look for to undo the thing and try to put new batteries in. Then I realized that there wasn't any batteries in it, nor did I have any to replace them, because I realized you needed like the batteries they kind of use like for watches, hearing aids, something like that, and I don't know what size I need, so I'll probably have to take them to a jeweler to see what I need. But that's him with his cute little shoes, his little face. And then there's the Santa Claus, and he's actually a puppet. And what's so funny about him is the idiot who put him together gave him 2 right hands. So that's just a little quirk about him that I love so much. But he's really cool. He's a hand puppet. And then there's Sally. And I really, really like the Sally doll because she's really, really unique. She's a plush doll. And you can remove her head. And her limbs, her arms and legs are actually Velcro. If you pull that up, they're Velcro, and let's flash them, Sally. Oh, that was inappropriate. Anyway, so her body parts come off and you can reattach them. So she's really, really, really cool. And I love her. And I'm as much as a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan that I am, I do love the dolls for that reason, but I love them even more because my mother got them for me, and they're worth quite a bit of money, and I do have the boxes they came in, and even though the boxes aren't in the best shape, they're in perfect shape and worth quite a bit of money. But no matter how desperate I was for money, there's no way ever I would sell these, ever. And I'm surprised they didn't get stolen, because I used to have this leather biker jacket. It was black, and I had like all these pins and stuff on it, and I can't remember how I had this set up because it was like 20 years ago. But back when I was on cast for performing at Rocky Horror, I had them built into my jacket. It was really cool looking. So, but I love these. But to continue on with, see, that was kind of like sort of childhood, but also my second childhood in adulthood. Those are kind of like my borderline ones. And obviously, since I'm in here, I could not bring all my plushes and all my Funko Pops and other assorted figures that I have in my Geeky Girl Cave Den where I film, because I gotta get that organized in there because I love filming in there. But I just snagged some of my newer toys that I absolutely love. There's this Mezco Chucky figure that I got in a Pandora's box, and I also have the Loot Crate exclusive glow-in-the-dark one like this. Now I just need the regular one without the stars, and I'll have the complete set. But I love him. He's so detailed, and his head's got this most awesome articulation, and his feet move, and he holds a knife, so he's really, really cool. And these are all the display pieces I got going on. And this is my Mezit's Wolfman. And I also have a Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees in the box. But both of them are underneath some other toys on display. So I did not want to have to dismantle everything, get them out, and bring them. But I'll try to include pictures of the things I talk about at the end of the video. But we got this Wolfman. Also, I have, my horror plushies that you see on the back of the sofa. Beetlejuice, Freddy, Jason, Chucky, and Tiffany. And then I've got, like, the little plush slasher figures I've gotten, or plushies in, the slasher plushies I've gotten, like, in subscription boxes. Love those as well. And then I've got the full set of the Universal Monster plushes. They're like the slasher ones on the back of my sofa from the claw machines. So I absolutely love those. They sit in my side chair in the den. So the other two things I absolutely love, because I had absolutely wanted this, but it is the Dr. Herbert West Reanimator figure I got in my April birthday Bobos. You can see him. I've been wanting this really, really bad. So I'm so thrilled that I have this. It's an awesome figure. But now I need another one so I can take him out and play with him. Then the last one I have to show. This was custom made. If you know who Lee Howard is, I absolutely love Lee Howard. He's an amazing artist, really nice guy. But he makes these things called Quiet Room Bears, which are horror-themed teddy bears. And he does amazing prints. And he also does these Playful Dead minifigures. And so I got this one from him. This little custom Sam from Trick or Treat figure. Which is absolutely wicked cool. He's made an appearance in some of my videos over the last few months. Lee Howard signed it on the back. But he's so awesome. He's so cute. I never was able to get the Sam Funko Pop. And then, like a couple weeks ago or so, he was vaulted. And people are like charging obnoxious amounts for him. And I'm really, really miffed because that's one pop that I wanted so freaking bad, and now I can't get them, and it really pisses me off. But and as awesome as the Sam Pop is, it's still not half as cool as this. I mean, I absolutely love this, so awesome. But those are just some of my more favorite, more adult toys I've gotten in recent times. Okay, number 3, do you unbox your toys? No. It really depends. Now, if it's the Funko Pops, I do take them out of the box sometimes to show them on video, take pictures, and they go right back in the box and on display. In the case of, I've got 2 Universal Monster Dracula Pops, and one is in the box and one is out. That's because the first one came really, really smashed in the subscription box, and they sent me a replacement. And I have 2 Snapes, so I want to put one here in the bedroom next to my bed, and then the other one will be in the box, but I'll save the box for the other one as well. So, I'm like, with these 2, their boxes came so severely damaged, they didn't look good to display in, so I went ahead and, sorry Chucky, went ahead and took them out of the box. And saved the boxes, but just took them out and displayed them because nobody, I don't let anyone's kids play with my toys unless it's like my niece Destiny, because she's really respectful. Like, she plays with my Nightmare Before Christmas dolls because she's a good kid who respects people's belongings, so she doesn't tear them up. But in general, they're just display and nobody messes with them, so it just really depends. But if it's figures like this that come on the cards or in the plastic that you'd have to actually cut to get open, I don't open those. I've got like a few Doctor Who figures like that. I can't bring myself to open them, so unless I had doubles. But that's really about it. I'm an unbox collector for the most part. Number 4, what superhero would you be and why? Like I said before, the superhero genre is not one of my top fandoms, but my favorite, though, I guess, is Superman and then Batman after him, but I don't know that I'd rather be either of them. I really can't think of any that I'd want to be, honestly, but Superman's my favorite, so I guess if I had to choose, maybe Superman. I don't know. I just like Superman. And question 5, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, or PC? Well, I no longer game, just because I have no consoles, well, aside from my laptop, obviously. I do like PC games. I probably have played them more consistently over the years than any other platforms, but I had the Xbox 360, broke the first one, fell off the dresser over there, and got the red ring of death. So, this back when I had a little trust fund that I could replace it with. And so I got another one, ended up having to sell it when I was poor again, and vet bills needed to get done. So I had to sell it in the games, which wasn't really so much a big deal because I didn't really play it that much anymore. I've had the first couple of PlayStations, the PlayStation 2. I've had most of the Nintendos, except the Wii. I didn't have the Wii, but I would like to get another one of those little 3DS XLs because I love the Pokemon games and stuff like that. So I'd love to have one of those again, which they're just too expensive, so that'll never happen. But I like playing the little Pokemon games on there. So, but other than that, I really don't even game that much anymore. I did get 2 computer games, and I don't know that they'll play on my laptop, but I want to replace them. Which you'll see in an unboxing video here soon. This week, or a post-call video. But these 2 games, they kind of went together, and I had them back close to 20 years ago, late 90s. And then I got married in 2000. Was married for like less than a year. And my ex-husband, he stole a lot of stuff from me, including my games, and they were really awesome games, a lot of them, and so I'm trying to replace some of them, because, you know, whether they work or not, I just like to have them back in my collection. So, again, I think PC is probably the biggest gaming platform that I would use, but even then, I really don't have time to play games. Between personal stuff and vlogging, graphic design, stuff like that, I've just never had time to sit down and game hardly ever. So I don't really get to do it, but I'm planning on making more time for that eventually. But that is it for the, what is that again? I've already forgot. The Fun 5 for 5 tag. I said I was tagged by FunkoMomma. Go check out her channel and subscribe. Who do I want to tag? Let's see. How about my friend Catherine, aka Geekalicious Girl. My friend Kimmy, Living Dead Girl 201. I cannot talk today. And I had one more person picked out, and I cannot think. Ugh, brain fart. Oh, goodness. Alright, hold on. Just when I think I'm prepared, I still prove to myself that I'm not prepared. Let's see. Dang it! And I hate the phone app. Can't find nothing. It doesn't work the same. Oh, I missed! I don't know. Well, like I said, Geekalicious Girl and Living Dead Girl 201, and go check out their channels as well. Subscribe to them. The other person is linked. Right, I put their link in a file on my laptop, which is off right now. So I will have to inform that person personally that they've been tagged. I'm sorry. I'm a brain fart today. I just can't brain. And so, all three people's names and links to their channels will be in the description box below, as well as FunkoMomma. So go subscribe to them. And if you would like to do this tag, please do it and come back and comment. Put in the comments the link to your video so I can check it out. And that is it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Now remember who I wanted to tag. It was Geekalicious Girl, Living Dead Girl 201, Kasha In Wonderland, and ShakeUrGeek. Those are the folks I'm tagging. Check out their channels and subscribe. Peace.